In this video, I will be showing you the basics of two-handed sword fighting. Two-handed, okay? One-handed sword fighting and two-handed sword fighting are not the same. They're similar, but they have key differences, okay? One-handed sword fighting will be saved for another video. Okay? For this two-handed sword fighting video, we will be using the katana, probably the most famous sword in all of history, probably, right next to the long sword. I'll be using my synthetic katana to demonstrate in this video. Okay, let's start with stance. Your stance is pretty simple. Okay? Similar to regular fighting stance, you're going to decide which side is your dominant side. I am a lefty, so I put my sword in my left hand, okay? And it's going to be up by the guard. My right hand, my non-dominant side, is going to be at the end of the sword, end of the hilt, by the pommel. Now, your legs. You're going to have your non-dominant leg, in my case, my right side, forward, and the knee bent a little, okay? So, straight, bend it a little, but not too much, just right. And then your dominant side, that leg is going to go back, not bending, not locked out, in like a neutral position. Okay? Your upper body, your back, is going to be straight. Okay? Not like that, not like this, straight up. No. Your arms, okay? It's not going to be locked out like that. No. Your elbows will not be locked out. Nor can it be like this. Pressed all the way out. No. It needs to be relaxed. Yeah. Naturally, you come to this position. Okay? Your head. Not going to be looking down, not up, not to the side. Straight. Now, your sword. Okay? This is a middle guard position. Okay? There's many different names for this guard position in many different styles and cultures. But I like to call this the neutral stance. But this is the basic stance every beginner should know. Okay? Eyes should be looking and should be lined up with the tip. And this is your stance. Okay, let's move on to grip. I already told you where your hand should be. Okay, if you're a lefty, your left hand is going to be by the guard like this. And then your right hand is going to be down here by the pommel. If you're a righty, that's going to switch. Most of you guys are probably righties. So your hand position should be like this. Okay? Now, there's many different types of grip. There's the hammer grip. There's this grip, pistol grip. Yeah. There is reverse grip, but we're not gonna do that bullshit. No. Okay. Yep. But today we're only gonna be doing hammer grip because this is the basic grip. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Your bottom two fingers, your pinky and your ring finger, those is what gives a nice grip. That's your strength. Okay. Up here doesn't do much. this is weak. So with these two, it's strong. Same thing for this side. Strong, weak. These two do most of the work in terms of grip strength when holding a sword. Okay? Now, you're gonna hold your fingers, okay, should be lined up with the edge of the blade. Okay? Your knuckles should be on the side. Okay? Like this. Okay? Should not be like that or like that. No. No. Your, yeah. These parts of your finger should be lined up with the edge of the blade. Whether it's any type of sword, it should be lined up with it. And the knuckles should be lined up with the flat. And the tips of your fingers lined up with the flat. Okay? And when you hold it, okay, you don't want to hold it super tight. If you do, you're going to waste energy. Okay? You're not going to be very fast either. You will be strong, but you lose more than you gain by holding it very tight. You can't have it very loose either, otherwise, you know, you're gonna lose it because you have a weak grip. You have to have a balanced grip, not too strong, not too weak. Okay? Okay. That is grip. Let's now move on to footwork. Now, the basic footwork will be gathering steps. Okay? They're called gathering steps because the way they move, it's like a gathering because there's like lots to do, you know. Allow me to demonstrate it for you. So that is forward. I will show you backwards. So, this side. Diagonal. Diagonal this way. Diagonal that way. Diagonal this way. This is the basic type of footwork you need to know in sword fight. Okay? The gathering step. Here's another question you might have. Do I stand on the tip of my, do I stand on my balls or my heel? Or do I just stay flat-footed? So what I mean by this, you stand like this, with this. Since this is the basics, you're going to stand flat-footed. Okay? Your heel and the balls are going to be on the ground. They're flat-footed. Next one is going to be attacks. Okay. So, basic attacks. There's two types of attacks when it comes to sword fighting. Cuts and thrusts. Okay? Let's start with the cuts. So, cut number one. Look straight down. Go up like this. And you cut down. Up, down. When you go up, your dominant hand is going to do most of the leading. always have control. So instead of going all the way straight down to the ground, we're going to stop here. This way. Want it more to be more simple. Here, watch. Simply do that exercise and you will be able to get the basic cuts down. And as you saw with me, you can change it up however you want. As long as you get the cuts down, you're good. Alright, move on to the second type of attack. Thus, thus require more accuracy because you're going straight rather than covering a wide range, covering a wide area like a cut. Get into your stance, and so you're gonna shoot it out. Okay? So the dominant hand is gonna lead it. So 3, 2, 1, boom. Exercise you can use for thrust is get into your position and just do this over and over again. Get a target like a tree and I don't know, get a piece of paper, put it on the tree, put like an X, and then just aim to hit the X with the point of your sword. Okay, let's move on to defenses. Okay, there's two types of defenses. Well, actually, there's several types of defenses, but in this video, I will only be showing you two. The two you should know as a basic learner. That is block and parry. Okay? Now, in some places, parry and block mean the same thing, but I see them as two different things, and I will show you. So, the basic blocks will be the following. Block in the head. From a downward cut to the head. Block here. Block a diagonal cut on the side. Block in the body. From a side cut or a diagonal cut. Side. Also types of blocks. Legs, blocking a leg cut. Other side. Those are the blocks against a cut, the basic cuts that I showed you earlier. Parries. Blocking is when you put, in sword fighting, is when you put your sword in between yourself and your opponent's sword to stop your opponent's sword from entering you, stopping them in their tracks. Parrying is when you interrupt their attack, knock your opponent's sword out of the way, or you attack your opponent's weapon in order to create an opening for you. Okay? Most of the time, this is what parrying is used for. Okay? Attack your opponent's sword, knock it out the way. This way you make an opening, and then you attack. From here. Now that is parries. I'll be honest with you, I was dying in that. I'm just gonna go like this. It's not as cool, but yeah, it's gonna have to do. Let's take a thrust. How do you defend against a thrust with a block or a parry? You can't block it. I mean, you could, but that would be super difficult. You'd have to do like this and hope that it aims like right on the blade. If anything, it'll just slide off. So blocking, that's not going to do. You would have to parry it. An easy parry against a thrust would be that. That's an easy parry against a thrust. There's a few concepts that I will introduce. The strong and the weak of the sword, the shadow of a sword, and distance. Let's start with strong and the weak of the sword. Okay? Over here, the top of your sword, the tip. So this whole part, this is your weak. Okay? If manipulated, it's very easy to manipulate, to move. This is your strong. Okay? You have the most control over. You have the most control over. Okay? It's harder for your opponent to manipulate this. Okay? Now what happens if you get your strong by your weak to manipulate your opponent's sword easily? If you get the weak by the strong, if you get your weak by their strong, you can manipulate it however you want. Okay? Now that is strong and weak of the sword. Now, let's do shadow of the sword. Hey, wait, don't skip this. Take one moment, go down below, like and subscribe, and leave a comment on the video. Please, like, subscribe, leave a comment on the video. Please, trying to get 1,000, please. If you do that, I will love you on the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. You can determine if a god is protecting you by pretending there's a light being shined upon you, and see if the sword can block out the light. If it is, then that god is protecting you. For example, light being shined upon you. I go here. This is blocking the light because this is my shade. Therefore, this is a safe and protective guard. But let's say this with light is not protective. Therefore, this is not a protective guard. Now, not all guards have to be protective, believe it or not. But that's for more advanced. Okay, this is just the basics. Now, finally, the last concept will be distancing. Now, distancing is all about estimation. It's all about intuition. Okay, judging distance is very important. Okay, I've been in so many fights where if I just had the right distance, I would have cleaned house. Okay, but I judged the distance incorrectly. If you judge distance correctly, you will always be able to hit your opponent or prevent your opponent from hitting you. Okay? Even if it's just by the slightest centimeter, that can change a lot. Okay? An easy way to practice distance, like a tree or a person, stand in front of you and just close your eyes, move around, put yourself at a random distance, like here, and figure out if you can hit me. Like, let's see if I can touch the camera with two hands. I cannot. Let's see if I can touch it with one hand. No, I cannot. What if I try reaching? No, I cannot. Now, what if I took one step forward? One guidance step forward. Can I reach it now? Let's see. Two hands? No, I cannot. Let's try thus. Nope. Let's try one hand. I still cannot. Now, let's try another step. Can I reach it now? Two hands. Yes, I can. I can reach it. If I can reach it with two hands, I can reach it with one. Okay. Now, what if I go closer? Do I still want to be cutting? No. I would say if you're like this close to your opponent, this is grappling distance. This is striking distance. So, okay. You can still use the sword, but I would also recommend you punch, kick, and grapple as well. So yeah, those are the three concepts. There's more stuff that needs to be discussed, but we're gonna save that for another video. No, I think that will be all. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and you guys have a very nice day. Okay? Bye.